So I've been doing a couple tests. Oh, I forgot I turned on the real-time data. Nonetheless, I've been doing a couple tests, and what I found was an encoder calibration gives me about 27.5, which is about where, somewhere 27.5 to 29 degrees offset is where it seems to like. What I found is by going up a little bit here on the offset, encoder offset, it increases the amount of current the controller produces on the motor current. Sorry, the battery current. It increases that current, but also flattens out the D-axis current, because the D-axis current ramps up with field weakening and then slowly reduces itself again. So by increasing this, it seems to help. And here's my theory. I think what's happening is when it does an encoder offset, it's at 60 amps. And so it's only actually measuring enough current, or putting enough current through the motor to measure what the relationship of where the magnets are in the rotor to the actual resolver. But to get an accurate, for high power, you kind of want to actually skew that a little bit, and the maximum torque per amp and field weakening kind of do that for us. But I think what it is we need to shift that timing a little bit. I think I remembered 5, maybe 15 degrees seemed to help quite a bit. I went as far as like 40 degrees or something before and found lots of gains, but I eventually figured out that turning the field weakening up it makes it better as well. But now I'm realizing that my trace isn't smooth. So what I'm going to do here is just go back here and we'll save this at 40.9. So that's another 5 degrees. So it's roughly 10 degrees shifted from where it should be. And I'm thinking we're going to see a lot of power and a lot of current. I'm not going to rev it out too high. Hopefully the regen side can handle it. And we'll do a quick test here. Okay, buddy, just give me a minute. Can you guys go in the backyard while I do this test? Okay, so I'm going to do a quick test here. This should be okay. We actually still are showing current control issues with it still shows the current control not smooth as I would like it to show it. Sorry, I was just trying to adjust the mic so it'd get me better, but you can probably see the FLC. I'm just gonna let that play to get it out of there. You can see this comes down and hits a higher peak D-axis current and stays flatter. And that's what I was trying to achieve. So now I can reduce, I didn't even get a chance to look at what the power in was, but I can reduce the field weakening, peak field weakening current down to like 600 or 500 or something, and we can use that timing shift to make it up, so to speak. And that'll probably keep things flatter. So let's look here at experiments, look at the plot. So yeah, we're like 130 kilowatts out, nice and flat. That's what the power curve should really look like. That's like basically ideal. I didn't rev it out far. It's just proving a little bit here. I didn't want to do a full dyno run or anything. I'm just experimenting, trying to sort this out. But I think what it is the reluctance torque is part of the equation, and I'm trying to solve that right now. For those of you who might see this, we do have what's called motor inductance difference. This measures, or this is a number you put in for maximum torque per amp, and then we also have a number for field weakening current, which are two separate things. Then field weakening duty start, which I start a little early, and I find that helps a lot to get a flatter power curve like that on the output. But this looks a lot better now. It's still not perfectly flat. I'd like to see D-axis current stay straight, but I don't know if that's possible. And there was some sort of ripple there in the middle. There's some gains to be had for sure, but I think I'm going to stop the video there, and if it looks worthy of uploading, I will upload.